Tiger and Fox's Trickery. One day, the fox was standing on the forest path, laughing and thinking, I am the cleverest in this forest. No one can trap me. I am the one who traps everyone. Just then, a huge tiger came and said, Hey, Mr. Fox. What are you doing? The fox was surprised, but kept a smile on his face and said, Oh, Brother Tiger, I was going to see the king of the forest. The tiger frowned and said, The king of the forest. I am the king of this forest. The fox's eyes widened and said, Oh, don't you know? A new king has arrived. Do you have any news? The tiger jumped in fear when he heard this. The tiger was surprised and said, What? Who is that king? The fox said with a serious face, The new tiger that has arrived on the other side of the mountain said that he will be the king. I thought, you know. Damn, how can a tiger bigger than me come? The fox said with a serious face, You go and see for yourself. I'm telling you, he's so big that if you stand in front of him, he can even pick you up with his teeth. The tiger got even more scared. Is that so? How did you know that? The fox cleared his throat and said, I was behind a tree that day. I saw him make an elephant cry just by saying, Hey. And the elephant ran away jumping. The tiger was really scared this time, damn. And the fox started jumping happily in his heart. The tiger said, What's the trouble again? Then I have to increase my strength. The fox said, Of course. But I know a way. The tiger said quickly, Tell me. What way? The fox smiled and said, If you eat only fruits and vegetables for a week, your strength will increase. And on top of that, if you dance in the river every day, your body will smell terrible. The new king will run away in fear when he sees you. The tiger said, Do you have to dance in the river? The fox shook his head and said, Of course. If the new king sees how fit you are, he will be afraid of you. The tiger said, Okay, then I will start eating fruit from today and dance in the river. From then on, the tiger only ate fruit for a week and went to the river to jump. One day, a deer came and saw the tiger jumping on the river bank. He was surprised and said, Mama Tiger, what is happening? The tiger said, I am building up my strength to fight the new king. The deer smiled and said, The new king? Oh, so you will eat fruit from now on? The tiger said with a serious face, Yes. Because I don't want the new king to kill me. The deer immediately ran and informed the fox, Hey. The deer said, The tiger has started dancing in the fruit fields to increase his strength. He is going to fight with the new king. The fox said, This is my trick to fool and scare the tiger. The deer said, You are so clever. The fox laughed and said, I am not clever, I am a trickster. I have fooled the king of the forest. Thus, the fox fooled the tiger with his intelligence and started roaming happily in the forest, while the tiger was busy jumping on the riverbank to protect his kingdom. After a week, everyone in the forest was laughing at the tiger's new lifestyle. One day, the tiger went to the fox and said, For a week, I have only been eating fruits and dancing in the river. Will I be able to fight the new king this time? The fox said with a serious face, Ugh. The preparations are not yet complete. The tiger was surprised and said, Why? What should I do now? The fox said with wide eyes, This time you have to practice a light roar. Because if your roar is not scary, the new king will not care about you. The tiger said, "Okay. Then I will roar from now on." The fox said, "But not a normal roar, a special roar. That is what I am teaching you." The fox cleared his throat and said, "Listen, you have to roar so that everyone is scared. Say, grr." The tiger started practicing his roar 3 times every morning, noon, and night. The whole forest would shake. One day, the lion came and said, "Tiger friend, your roar has changed completely from before." The tiger proudly said, "I am preparing for a new king." The lion said, "Oh, the new king. Who is he?" The tiger was silent for a while and said, "That huge tiger on the other side of the mountain." The lion shook his head once and said, "What do you know?" Then he left. The lion went and said loudly in front of everyone, "Hey! Listen, listen. Our king of the forest has been eating fruit for a week, dancing in the river, and now he is learning to roar again." All the animals burst into laughter. The fox was standing there thinking, "Ah, how clever I am. I have turned such a big tiger into a monkey." After a while, the tiger appeared. The tiger narrowed his eyes and said, "Jocks, I did everything. Now I will go fight with that new king." The fox was stunned, because there was no new king. He quickly said, "Oh, sorry, brother tiger, I forgot to tell you." The tiger was surprised and said, "What?" The fox said with a serious face, "Yesterday the new king went to another forest. He heard that you were preparing, so he got scared and ran away." The tiger jumped up and said, "Really? So I won. I won." He started jumping happily. The fox shook his head and said, "Of course. You are roaring so fiercely and have become so strong that the new king ran away when he heard your name." The tiger said, "So I am the king of the forest again. I will not be harsh on others anymore. I will not scare anyone. Everyone will live their own lives." The tiger started jumping happily. All the animals in the forest were laughing then, because they all knew how the fox had fooled the tiger. The fox smiled and said, "The tiger is the king of the forest again." Ha ha ha. Just then the tiger came and heard everything. The tiger started roaring terribly in anger. All the animals started running here and there in fear. The fox said to the tiger, "Uncle Tiger, no matter how clever I do, I always get caught. Uncle Tiger, what else should I do? Now I will run away." The tiger chased the fox. The fox managed to escape again. From that day on, the tiger became the terror of the forest. The lesson to be learned from this is that one should never fool anyone. This leads to a loss of trust and makes him even more dangerous in the situation.